K-On! What is K-On! Is it the anime where girls sing, perform live on stage? Maybe, but that's not why we're here today. Today, we aren't talking about the K-On! Anime, but instead, the K-On! Manga. Hey guys, I'm Captain Carter here with another anime video, and today's video is going to be about K-On! And why I think it's overall decently solid, but not perfect. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting positive due to 2020 wanting to be positive, let's talk about what I enjoyed in this series, and let's start with what I find to be the biggest positive, the length. K-On!, if you're unaware, has only 8 pages each chapter, and each page only contains 8 panels in the 4 panels stacked on top of each other style. Personally, while I may not be a fan of this style, this does make K-On! Extremely digestible and an easy read, something you'd want in a relatively short series, as K-On! Is only around 60 chapters. I think this is a huge bonus for my enjoyment, because if it's an easy read, if something bad happens, I can just keep on going and roll with the punches. So, huge plus. Another positive for K-On! Is the characters. All the characters have their own little quirks, my favorite being Tsumugi, but that's mainly because she sort of reminds me of Iris from Konosuba, someone I have a small fondness for. I don't think there's a bad character to be found in K-On!, which is pretty big and another reason why it's fairly solid. And the final major positive that I find in K-On! Is the comedy. K-On! Is a comedy first and foremost, and it succeeds in that part pretty efficiently. It can be very funny with its characters and have a lot of nice physical humor, which I always enjoyed and made this series really fun to read for me. But now that we have the good out of the way, let's go on to the less good. One issue I have with K-On! Is the 4-panel style. While yes, I did say that this style makes manga very easy to read and very digestible, I just don't like it. Of course, this is obviously my personal preference, but I just couldn't get jiggy with the style, and would have much more preferred a normal type of paneling instead, like you would see in Rent a Girlfriend or Quintessential Quintuplets. Another issue prevalent in K-On! Is the character development. I don't feel like characters really evolve as the series goes on, and that kind of blows, because comedy can have character development and still be funny. Look at Love is War and Konosuba. They execute this perfectly, while K-On! Doesn't even seem to try. This obviously is a huge knock, but it's fine because it doesn't really take away from the enjoyment of the series, just the enjoyment of the characters, in a sense. Because when you're reading something and it feels like nothing's changing, why are you even reading it? The final major issue that I personally found with K-On!, and this should be said that this is 100% my opinion, it's the art. The art for the K-On! Manga isn't my favorite. As specified, manga as the anime looks rather good and has a really nice feel. But once again, the manga, I just can't enjoy it very much. This may be because of the 4-panel style that the art is constricted to, but I don't know. The art isn't bad, I'd say, but it just isn't the kind of art I enjoyed, and it does affect my enjoyment of the series. And so yeah, those are my feelings on the series K-On!, or at least the manga of the series, as I've heard the anime is very different and very good. Now these are just my opinions, and if you disagree, that's perfectly fine, and I would love to hear your opinions down below in the comments. I believe K-On! Is a fun and simple series that is very enjoyable from time to time, but isn't something I would go praising around as the second coming of Christ. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.